Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video, and this is crazy. In just a span of around 30 minutes, literally the team with the DPS carry Phraesto has been improved. First of all, people tried putting both Phraestos onto the back Mauler buff tiles, and that got an improved score. Then Himmel tried running Shakir in the comp instead of Kruger. That got like over 41 billion. And now Black Husk just got almost 44 billion with both Phraestos on the back tiles. If we can just save this formation, I'm going to save the formation and I'm going to show it to you here in the actual boss. And then I'm going to talk through it and then we're going to watch the replay. But this has been crazy. I had no idea that we were going to get to 44 billion already at the start of the global launch of the CRAZED SHELLBRUTE. So if we can just use this formation. Okay. So the key thing about this formation is Phraesto is your damage carry. He needs to be invested. Supreme Plus is going to be ideal, or Supreme plus 15 exclusive equipment, or even Mythic plus 10 exclusive equipment. That will still probably be good enough for you to pull off this team and make it your best team. Kruger is here and Mikola. Now they're here to be taking the eats and the gulps of the boss. That's the only reason of being here. Mikola is great because even when she is gulped, you still get the control of the honor arena and you get the attack buff for your team. So she's a melee hero. She takes the gulp from the boss and she provides value when she is gulped. She's like the ideal hero to have here. Kruger is a really good option as well because he's a melee hero. He's gonna get gulped, and then when he gets spit out by the boss, even if he can get one or two different skills in or his ultimate, that is enough to break the boss's shield because Kruger is the ultimate shield breaker. When you take a look at his skills, both his skill 1 and his skill 2, they both go up to an over 300% multiplier, or 300 exactly, and his ultimate as well. So he's really good for breaking the boss's shield. Smokey deals a lot of damage and buffs up your team. Now the thing we're now testing, and maybe after I record and upload this video, there will be a new improved team, maybe without Lily May. Potentially, Lily May could be replaced to power up the Phraestos more, because when you see the damage output from the Phraestos and compare it to Lily May is only dealing around 7 billion damage in this comp. Phraestos are dealing 23 billion or something crazy like that. So this is the team comp. That's kind of the explanation of it. With the resonating spell, Black Husk had his illusion in the back with the resonating spell, but I don't think it makes any difference. Both the main Phraesto and his illusion have the same identical stats, and the thing about them being on the Mauler buff tile, they actually don't go into melee range of the boss. They're at 1.5 tail range from the boss, so they never get gulped. It's just going to be cycling back and forth, Mikola and Kruger getting gulped, and you're so happy your Phraestos are free to get off their damage. And this is just crazy. 44 billion damage on day 1 of CRAZED SHELLBRUTE. Absolutely crazy. Almost 13 billion damage from the Smokey. Okay, so the whole team runs up, gaining control of the honor arena. Smokey, as of right now, is not going to be buffing up the Phraestos. The first thing eaten is the Kruger. And from what it seemed like, even in the testing I did of the previous video I just uploaded, Kruger getting eaten first is actually a pretty good thing, because then he won't break the boss shield at the beginning, but when it matters more in the mid phase of the fight, he's going to be having a chance of breaking the boss's shield after he gets spit out. And also the good thing is Mikola gets to buff up your Lily May and both Phraesto and his illusion with the haste buff, and that is really valuable for increasing their damage, because they deal a lot of damage from their vicious sting attack, which deals HP percent per second damage, which basically converts to like true damage against this boss, because it's capped at a certain amount of his attack. So right here, good. The thing about having two Phraestos as well is they break the shield very effectively. Their ult damage is enough to break the boss's shield. Lily May's ult also is enough to break the boss's shield. And that is another thing we have to keep in mind. Like, we're thinking maybe we could replace Lily May, but the problem is she does break the boss's shield kind of effectively with her ultimate. And yeah, that's really the only ability I think that can break the boss's shield. But it's better than nothing. Another thing we're thinking, maybe Rainier instead of Lily May. I feel like that has a lot of potential, running the Rainier in here. And then you could even give the attack buff to one of the Phraestos in the back with the charm bonus of the Rainier. Obviously you wouldn't be able to position swap them, but because they're on the buff tiles, but yeah, I think that's a really good idea that we need to try. So 22 seconds left, he's already blown my score out of the water. We need to check his resonating level, but it can't be that high. Like, I know I'm like 10 levels behind the top people, maybe even 20, but the damage difference is so huge. We barely got 35, almost got 35 billion, and he's getting almost 44 billion. Crazy. So I'm glad I saved one run. I saved one run for this reason because I knew people are going to come out with some improvements to these teams, and then I can do another test later on in the day, maybe even when I level up a bit. Almost 44 billion damage. Is that insane or what? This is the craziest thing I've seen. 13 billion damage from Smokey. And of course, 22.5 billion damage from the Phraesto. I really want to try Rainier instead of the Lily May, because Rainier ultimate can also break the boss's shield. He did have the 30 faction talents of Mauler, but that is not important for this comp, because it's never proccing, for example, the insta-kill. None of your heroes are actually dying. Like, so the 30 faction talents doesn't really make a difference. You just need to get the power damage upgrades. For example, if I show them to you, my 26 Mauler is perfectly good enough. You have the damage upgrade from this. You also, and I don't even think this is actually proccing, because the boss is not considered adjacent to him, because you're 1.5 tiles away. You get the attack upgrades, and then you get the final attack upgrade, and that's it. The other upgrades here do not play into the boss fight as of right now with the current team that I just showcased. Maybe if some other team concepts come out in the future, maybe they will be playable, but no. Okay, now I'm going to show Himmel's team, because Himmel's team was the first one that came out, and he got over 41 billion damage with Shakir here instead of Kruger. And then we thought, oh, maybe Kruger would be a better option than Shakir. And he is. But the funny thing is here, we'll watch on 2x speed. You would think that Shakir would get value because he can cast his ultimate and buff up your team. Shakir does not ultimate a single time this fight, because what the boss does is he gulps the Shakir, then he gulps the Mikola, and then he just cycles back and forth gulping them. Like, he spits them out, gulps them again, spits them out, gulps them again. They cannot take any, they cannot cast an ultimate. I think the only time Shakir casts his ultimate is like when there's 1 second left, and it didn't even land onto the boss. But the Phraestos are safe, because you have those two melee heroes to take all of the damage from, or to take all of the gulps. And it's just so optimal. Like, it's just beautiful to watch this team. And I cannot see how the only possible upgrade, in my opinion, maybe finding a better Mauler hero than Kruger, melee hero, to take the gulp rat, but I can't think of anything better than the Kruger, and maybe replacing Lily May for something like Rainier. So look at Shakir. Shakir is casting his ultimate, battle is over. And actually he died there, because when he casts his ultimate, he becomes unaffected, and if the Plague Creeper gulps you when you're unaffected, it's an insta-kill. It's not even taking you into his belly anymore, you're just dead. Wow. Isn't this insane? This is so crazy. This is why I love the Primal Lords, because the theory crafting on these teams, coming up with new teams, and I'm even excited to go check the chat again to see whether any new teams have been found out. And if you want to follow this chat, I'll leave a link to the AFK Analytica Discord server in the description of this video, and you can join, and this is where people are doing all of this theory crafting and sharing ideas. And if you want to join my AFK Journey Discord server, there's going to be a link to that in the description of this video as well, and we also chat about things, and you can ask me questions there. But overall, really cool. Oh, we have to look at the resonating level. So Himmel, I knew, had 811 resonating level on Phraesto, who's the main carry, and on the other heroes, he actually had 811 on all of his damage, Lily May, Smokey, and the Phraesto. And Black Husk, I think, would be even lower than that, which is crazy. I don't think he's as high. 800, what? 801? Like, I'm almost 801, so I can get this much damage. Wow. Well, I can't, because my Smokey is not like that, but, I mean, I could get a lot higher than what I got. 801, 794, are you kidding me? I'm, like, getting chills from this team. This team is crazy. And I don't know if we can optimize it any further, but definitely everyone's going to try their best. I think Rainier has some promise for sure, instead of the Lily May, because he can also give that attack charm buff to your Phraesto, and that is really powerful. I'm really going to recommend that now. We're going to try to test Rainier. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Good luck on your Plague Creeper. In order to run these teams, then you will have to have a highly invested Phraesto. Otherwise, it's not going to work out so well. It would be better for you to run the Wilder, Lightbearer, or Mauler teams, the standard Mauler team, not the DPS Phraesto comp. And those teams I shared at the end of my previous video that I just uploaded on the CRAZED SHELLBRUTE, so you can take a look at that video and just watch like the ending, maybe 5 minutes, where I talk through all of the teams and formations that you can try. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.